I'm Vladimir Gutman, a Ukrainian-born inventor that have tinkered with a bunch of different things as a bass player for many years. Oboe major before that, and so lots of musical background. Back in the 90s, playing with different guitars and not so very expensive guitars because, you know, everybody went through college once. Not all of the guitars that we were playing were just there, you know. So I came across this little cool thing that was called Fat Finger at the time. And it's just a clip-on little piece of material, actually same bell brass material as this, that clips on a headstock of any guitar or bass guitar to eliminate, especially on Fenders, there's a dead spot on a D string about midway, and it helped to eliminate that. So that was my starting point back in, I want to say 2003, after experimenting with mass, what it does to resonance frequencies. The physics behind it is pretty simple. It's whenever you add mass to anything, it changes the characteristics of what you're adding that mass to. So for instance, if it's a headstock of a guitar or a shell of a drum, you're changing fundamental frequency of that shell or the top of the guitar or the soundboard of piano. With the metal that we choose, which is bell brass or 6064 naval brass, to have a technical term out there, what it has the ability to absorb energy, but whatever it's attached to, it automatically puts it back out. So it's almost like a filter or a compressor, but does not diminish the sound of an instrument in any way. But the fundamental focus was to make a system that would not in any way alter permanently the instrument. So it would be just an addition. For a lot of even guitar players or drummers, the reason they have more instruments, it's not because they need more instruments or they can afford them, is the difference of the sound for the palette that they're looking for in a certain song or in a certain gig that they're doing. And this just gives you more options with the instrument that you already have, if anything else. I mean, you can appreciate all of the elements that it can bring to clarity, sustain, and focus and things that these things do. However, if it's just for simple factor of I can change what I've got and I don't have to have a permanent change with it, I think that's a cool factor.
You know, I don't know if it's some special space-age polymer that he discovered in his backyard or something, but I hit the drum and it was a totally different drum.
Yeah.
So floor toms, especially in the studio, can be temperamental and
yeah, they can
get away from you. And I've had great success with Tonewings, using them on floor toms.
We put Tonewings in them, and it was magic. I played them, used them last week at a studio, and I sat down and just went, oh my gosh, and no baffling, nothing, just these.
My take is that it's giving the resonance somewhere to settle out in a very clean way, in a wonderful way.